been able to do it, but it was to send a message by doing things very differently inside the walls of the organization.
And with that range of 155 different countries where you're obviously having to adapt to the cultures in those countries, the rights and responsibilities as they exist or don't exist in those different cultures, how, for an organization that is purpose-driven, how do you adapt to situations that don't necessarily reflect your values?
Within the organization, we have some very clear values. So perhaps, around respect, around tolerance, around, mutual respect. Those are EY values, and they're around the world. So we're respectful in a local country, and we adapt and we do respect, but a tolerance and respect for the individual permeates the organization.
Any particular challenge that comes to mind specific, that to the degree you can be specific about it, that exemplifies that challenge in sort of adapting to a different environment, a different culture?
Well, I mean, probably the most glaring personal situation around LGBT rights issues in various countries. Being gay myself, being a very senior executive in the firm, there's nothing more important for our organization, which is one that values respect, very much values inclusion, appreciates views, recognizes that everybody in the world is different, and difference matters, and so everybody's views are welcome. There's nothing more important than I can do as a senior executive to be out in countries that are less socially tolerant, and to be visible for our local leadership, to be seen, interacting with me, we're all on the same team. There's nothing more empowering to our workforce. Here in Asia, in particular, with such a respect for seniority, being a very senior out gay executive is just having a transformational effect in the particular places where we work. And in part it's because that respect for seniority. They respected me before, knowing that I'm a gay leader now, they have no less respect. And for our employees to see that, many of our employees around Asia now have become more comfortable themselves. Many of themselves are gay, but very closeted heretofore. They're now much more comfortable being out. We have a very strong, what we call our unity network here in Asia. And it's through our employees here feeling much more safe and much more comfortable, because they look at me and say, well, if she succeeded being who she is, I can succeed by being who I am. And that's very healthy for our firm.